It definitely said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I went ahead and started fucking talking. That's crazy. But anyway, it's your boy Zer0 Tolerance, aka the Big Dilf. We got here with you today, TChill, aka the man that doesn't have a mic stand, Lostflyer, the man that reheats Whoppers, and Shank. What's his alias? I already
Big
forgot.
Jacquees.
Big Jacquees. Big Jacquees.
I gotta come in with a run or something.
Hey, bro,
Let's
you
take
just
these
call
shots,
yourself the
boy.
Big Dilf, boy.
Let's take
He
these
did,
shots,
guys.
boys.
Come on, bro.
Let's take these shots, boys.
Cheers.
I hope you don't have Jamaican rum this time.
I don't. Thank God. Tequila, too easy. Love it.
It's been an eventful week, gentlemen, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think there's aliens out there. There's been news about a Galactic Federation. I don't know if y'all heard about this.
A what?
A Galactic Federation.
That's what you start the show off with?
Listen to me, man. I had to, because this shit has been on my mind lately during the week.
Let's be past this. Come on, bring it on.
Look, man.
What?
Essentially, a former Israeli space chief came out and said that there's a Galactic Federation out there
that's been talking to
Israel, that only Israel and the United States know about. Trump almost spilled the beans a couple weeks ago, but the Galactic Federation said slow your roll because we don't want to start a mass hysteria. I don't know if I believe this, but it's in the news.
They put the big ass beam on Trump's stupid ass. Shut your dumb ass up, boy. Oh shit!
But apparently we've been talking to him for a couple years now. Apparently, and they supposed to be helping us get on Mars and shit. And apparently, the Galactic Federation has been on Earth for X amount of years doing research and experiments on Earth soil. I guess that's what we call it, not foreign soil or Earth soil. But I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I think there's aliens out there, but I don't know if there's a whole federation out there.
So you telling me that we got aliens working with NASA? That's what you're telling me.
Working with the U.S. and Israel.
Well, I mean, shit. Hey, I remember that UFO that was in California?
I remember that.
They already admitted UFOs were real.
Yeah. So shit. Hey,
I always believed there was aliens at Area 51. I will say that.
Big facts. Big facts.
I believe that. Don't even let you get within, I think it's 15-mile radius of Area 51. Yeah, there's something big over there.
Also, y'all can call my cat, but I also think that the cousins of aliens is octopus. And I'm dead serious when I say that. Listen, bro. I know. Excuse the cat. We coming in hot today. But listen, this is what I'm saying though. Just hear me out, bro. When y'all think about all the cartoons we watched as kids, right? How was they made? They was made with these big ass heads and these little ass arms, little ass body. Bro, octopus are literally built the same way. They got a big ass head and then obviously tentacles and shit. When you look, it's like obviously, whatever. But like when you look at like the actual shit that an octopus can do, it is actually quite amazing. Like it's extremely incredible. And so shit, you know what I'm saying? I think we've been having aliens in in the ocean for a minute. Niggas just saying, you feel me? They want to recognize. They call them octopuses instead. Octopi. No, octopuses. That's what it is. Octopuses.
I am scared. I'm scared of the ocean. We don't know what's all down there. But yo,
this man is wild.
We only know like 50% of the ocean, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So maybe on to something. Who knows what the government is doing all the way down there? Who knows?
I'm just saying.
It's an octopus.
Bro, if you look at what octopus can do, you would be really amazed. Like they can literally change textures. They can change textures. They can change colors. If the hole is this big and they can get their beak through it, they'll get their whole entire They get their whole entire body through the hole. Like the shit that they eat their babies if they can't find food. Like they do a lot of shit that's really like fried. But like they like the dopest creatures. Like I remember I went to the stew with this dude, and he had a big ass octopus on his arm. I was like, "What is that? Like what? Why do I have a big ass octopus on your arm?" This nigga starts like spilling off facts about. I was like, "Yo, I didn't know octopus were this interesting." So he was like, "Yeah, bro," and then he's the one that was like, "Yeah, like they're like really weird creatures, bro. Like, why do you think that this is when he mind fucked me. He was like, yeah, why do you think that like all those cartoons we watched, they had this, they're basically built like octopus. Aliens are built like octopus. I was like, white man, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. Shit, you never know. Anyway, that's just an aside. I'm sorry.
But apparently they think they're waiting for us to understand the concept of space and spaceships. And that's where they kind of lose me. I'm like, okay, space maybe, but spaceships, I mean, it's a ship that's in space. Like, why don't
colonies probably
waiting for us to get faster spaceships
or understand stuff like that, light speed and whatnot. But
I'm all for it. I love Star Wars.
Let's see. I want to have me.
I watch all those sci-fi TV shows. 12 Monkeys, all that shit.
Now we're prepared. Now when the alien invasion comes, D's gonna be lost in the sauce. Be real upset.
Exactly.
Boy.
We all gonna die regardless.
Hey man, you don't know. Everything has a weakness. You don't know what
I'm gonna find a way.
Weakness is. These aliens' weaknesses probably could be cussing them out or shooting spitballs at them or something. You never know.
That's true. Or like in a Quiet Place.
We ain't gonna have nothing to fight no aliens.
When they had the high pitch or whatever. I don't know if y'all seen A Quiet Place, but they had like that little high pitch, and those things got like really messed up because they can't see with their eye. Their ears are super sensitive. That could be a thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That could be a thing.
But we'll see. If this Galactic Federation decides to show us face, then hopefully I'll be long dead by then because I don't feel like I want to go into a galactic war. But
you prepared. You saw Star Wars. You know how Darth Vader uses Zer0. You know how to do all that stuff.
But I don't want to go to war with aliens.
It's not just Star Wars, bro.
It seems like
the
something
shit seems
that
fun
I
as hell.
just don't need to get it. I don't want to get into wars in the first place. I'm
gonna get cool with them niggas. You tripping? We're gonna be
Shank. You scared of bugs?
We gonna be
scared some aliens.
TChill.
What if they're just humans? What if they just regular humans though?
I also am scared.
No humans.
I don't believe it. They take form of humans. You don't know.
Did you say you scared the ladybugs, Sailor?
No. Hey, bro, chill. But listen, Shank is right though. Shank right. Y'all seen like on Family Guy when they just unzip them niggas and like they just I'm an alien. Like you feel me like that?
Exactly.
Yeah. He got a point. Marcus fuck around be an alien. My bad, Zer0. This nigga Zer0 fuck around to be an alien.
But on to today's real topic that doesn't involve space. We're going to get into music today, ladies and gentlemen. Start off, how about we talk about our musical influences? You know, we'll start off with D. Who's your musical influence? What inspires you to create? Who inspires you to create?
Ooh, I'm drowning in the light. I can't.
Well, I guess what first got me into writing music was like J. Cole and stuff. I guess like rap music. But I used to write music when I was even younger, like 12 or 13. And Usher was a big influence. You know, a lot of my singing is pretty influenced off of that. Yeah, definitely J. Cole. Definitely because, you know, a lot of club music was popular back then. And then J. Cole came onto the scene. And that was when I discovered, you know, more conscious music and that it was starting to take over. You know, even like Kendrick Lamar was coming in and stuff. So when I first started making music, it was more conscious music. And then, you know, I ran into like Tory Lanez, Black, Bryson Tiller. And then that's when I started making, you know, like the love songs, the rapping, singing type of music. So that's, you know, kind of where my music influences. And then just when I'm writing, it's just based off of experiences I've had or even some of my friends done had.
Nice. What about you, TChill?
My musical influence comes from so let me back up. So let me back up first. And Marcus, I'm sorry, Zer0 can attest to this. I used to not be able to rap for shit. Like I was ass.
These are
like,
facts.
I was horrible. Something clicked when I turned 23. But like I was just horrible. Like they always said, like, yo, like you can write, but you just can't rap for anything. But I remember living in Chicago and I was very much influenced by Saba, Drake for sure. I always ask questions like, yo, like why do people like this man so much? In terms of like building an album, I've always been like influenced by Kendrick. And then like Brockhampton, of course, from a production perspective, I think that they're like literally like the coldest in music. That's just my opinion. And Ludacris, when it comes to like trap music, Ludacris is huge for me because I grew up on Ludacris. And my favorite song of all time is "Pimpin' All Over the World." So like, yeah, Ludacris is huge.
Did not expect that.
I'm a huge Ludacris fan. Like Ludacris. If people don't give him enough credit, like he really can rap. Like I know he makes a lot of club bangers, but like he really like got bars. Like Ludacris really got bars. He already said Drake, Kendrick from an album perspective, Mac Miller definitely. Mac Miller
R.I.P. Mac.
definitely. On God, bro, one of the goats. I don't care what nobody say. One of the goats. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Tyler, I guess a little bit. Tyler Creator a little bit, but yeah, that's it.
Nice. What about you, Shank? I know you're not a rapper, R&B singer, or a producer, but you are an audio engineer. Do you have any big musical influences?
I would say Cole, just the way he approach it, his music. That's really what I'm not gonna say put me into music because my family, they all like music. I was just big on music, just from listening to R&B with my cousins, just everybody. So that's what attracted me. So I always been cool with music, but yeah, it had to be Cole will make me want to be like engineer and record. Thankful for D. He let me record some of his earlier stuff, so appreciate that. But yeah, it's just pretty much Cole. Just a lot of people, Tory Lanez, just the way he approached anything. I don't condone that hitting shit, or shooting shit. So I'm just letting that be known right now. But yeah,
Somebody said that because he was gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I followed Tory from the beginning. When he started, so he changed a lot. So I just learned from just a lot of artists just trying to change their styles and seeing different styles other people can put that I can help assist in putting their music too. So that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Marcus.
So for me, my musical influences are different from my favorite artists or like my top artists. Like some of my musical influences go back to Dr. Dre. I didn't grow up with Dr. Dre, but once I started learning more about his music and what he was, then I started to like understand he became an influence. Erica Badu is a big one. I listened to her growing up, but obviously she doesn't make much music now, but I do really respect her and love all of her arts. So I look to her a lot. Kanye is a big one, even though he's gone a little senile and his last couple projects haven't been very top notch in my opinion comparatively to everything else he's done. Kanye's been a big influence. Pharrell has also been a big influence. Andre 3000 is a big influence. But I think the biggest influence for me musically and just like being a creative and artistic individual is Bino. Childish Gambino. I mean, I've watched his story from almost the beginning, and like that man has leveled up to just a whole different beast, both sonically, lyrically, and as just as an individual person. 'Cause, I mean, he started off with hip hop, then he moved into like kind of like an electronic alternative hip hop, and then he moved into like soul funk R&B, and now with his latest project, he's mixed all those together. I just think he's just like ridiculous. Him and his producer Ludwig. I just look to for inspiration all the time. So Bino is probably my number one influence. But just to go back real quick, since it seems the majority of y'all influences J. Cole, and this is kind of a side note. I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter yet this evening, but it seems like the rumor is that J. Cole was supposed to drop tonight. I'm not sure if I believe it or not.
Wait,
The reason why apparently
Do
J.
not
Cole's supposed to
play.
drop tonight is because one, his media director kind of hinted at it, and then two, his last two projects have come out on December 9th, which is tomorrow. So
Dropping Woj bombs, okay? That's
I just want to throw it back to Day in Vegas when that man first announced it, and we were all there. Well,
bro, we was
Shank,
really
but
there.
we was all there for when he announced that. So that was crazy. That was something cool to experience. Somebody announcing an album, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? The
Fall Off.
Fall Off. That's what it is. I'm about to say the tear down. Shout out Hunk Funk though.
So one of my friends, one of my homies that we talk through Twitter all the time and stuff, he was telling me actually last night he doesn't think that Pharrell gets enough credit. Do you guys feel the same way?
Like, I feel like in the industry he gets enough credit.
Right. I feel like niggas who know. Like, that's how I
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Like, people that know music and stuff give him his credit. But if you were looking at it from like a bigger, like not like I guess in depth, people only give him credit for like happy and like drop it like it's hot and stuff. He was saying.
Well, that's an age thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's also like that's definitely an age thing. If you like, you know what I'm saying? If you 19, 20, 21, you don't really know for real.
That's true.
You don't. Yeah. Like we caught the tail end of Pharrell. Like honestly, you know, like I just learned that Pharrell was producing for Pusha T. Like probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But like even before that, like he been making. You know what I'm saying? He been making classics. Missy Elliott, like he's been one of them ones.
Yeah, that's
true. I don't
true.
know. I feel like everybody give Pharrell his credit. For real, like. I mean, not right now, just because of the generation gap, and he hasn't really, even though he helped artists, but I feel like he's trying to stay behind the scenes more. But I feel like everybody give him his credit. Everybody know for real the shit, bro. Everybody know. Everybody knows.
Did Pharrell
just style, everything, fashion. Everybody knows.
Mm-hmm. Did Pharrell make "Don't Stop" by Meg Thee Stallion? Did he produce that?
I have no idea, but this is the third straight week you have mentioned her.
Oh, is it really? No, but it's
y'all ain't caught on by now. He loves Meg Thee Stallion. He want her back.
I do. I enjoy the Stallion. I am a fan of 5, 10, and 5. That is my.
So you think you can handle Meg Thee Stallion in bed?
I beat Megan shit down. Fuck you talking about? What you talking about? I beat Megan shit down. Actually, I was just watching a video of her earlier today. And, she was doing what Megan do. And I was like, I wonder if she really actually liked that. Or if this is all a show. Like, I wonder if she really, like, go crazy. Or if she's really just like, this is just like a thing. Like, this is just like, this is her persona. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls talk about the game.
Don't Stop's producer was Buddha Bless. Buddha Bless this beat.
Oh, yeah. That'd be hard.
That cold Lil Yachty beat. Coffin.
So here's a question for y'all. What song do you listen to that you just hate to admit? What about you, Shank? Is there a song that you just hate to admit?
It's tough, bruh.
What song you hate to admit?
I'm gonna say shit. Not right now. I haven't really been listening to music, but back in the day, I ain't even gonna stun. Y'all about to laugh y'all ass off. Y'all remember Fireflies by, was it Owl City?
That shit hard! Bro, that shit hard!
That shit go hard, bro.
Very hard.
Very
hard.
Hated that song.
They used to play on the school bus, I ain't gonna lie.
Young Thug stole everything from Owl City and Fireflies. I'm telling you.
That's a crazy
That
take,
song is cold.
I want to look into that. That's a crazy take, Shank.
That song was just cold to me. I don't know. It just got me. Just the beat, everything.
Young Thug stole shit from Owl City. That's interesting. Interesting.
I try to dabble in a lot of stuff. I don't know. I try rock, but I get a headache too much. So I just say
You gotta find the right kind of rock.
That's how rock people feel about hip hop. So hey, well.
Sublime is dope too. If people don't listen to that too,
Sublime definitely.
Sublime is dope. That's another people. A lot of people don't know I listen to Sublime. Sublime is cool.
What about
you, D? Yeah. Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say him next anyway. So great mind thinks alike.
My song that I don't like to admit is Taylor Swift Blank Space.
Is that a country Taylor Swift?
It's not it was when she did her full like pop out with Shake It Off and stuff.
Marcus is about to go crazy.
Is this pop? Is this pop Taylor Swift or is this country Taylor Swift?
This is
either
pop
way.
Taylor Swift.
Either way, I'm kind of disgusted in you, but I'll respect it more if it's the pop side.
It's definitely the pop Taylor Swift, but I will sing it with all the way if it came.
I don't know it, bro.
I don't care.
You crazy. I don't know it. Play sing a little bit.
You crazy. You wouldn't even know if I sung it. So why? I'm not doing it.
That's surprising, bro. That's surprising.
Hey, T Swift got some hits. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot. Hey, I told you. Hey, it's embarrassing. Whatever. It ain't in none of my playlists. It's the only playlist it is in my YouTube, my random YouTube playlist, where I just put all the random songs I don't want nobody to know I listen to in there.
But I ain't gonna say Taylor Swift might have some good songs. I don't listen to Taylor Swift like that. I'm gonna just say that because I know Taylor Swift got a big fan base, so I ain't trying to get canceled.
Them Swifters, Swifters gonna come after
you, bro. None of that. I don't listen to her music like that, but yeah.
Hey, Taylor Swift cold. No, she is nice though. She nice.
What about you, TChill?
I remember specifically on the bus in high school. I used to be like, it really
ain't painting the story.
It ain't nothing crazy, but I know like when I was in high school, I definitely was like in the back of the bus, like in my little corner, like I didn't want to appear like soft and shit, but like I was listening, bro. I had Halo by Beyonce on repeat, bro. Like that song is so amazing. Like I love that fucking song. Like she remember those walls I built. Maybe they're tumbling down. I didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. She was going nuts. Like that song really, that's my little guilty.
It was all over the radio.
It's my little guilty pleasure. 100%. That and Oliver Tree. I'm a very big Oliver Tree fan, but people don't.
I could never get into him.
I fell down to earth from 100.
Hey, another one is like "Hey There, Delilah." Oh, that's a cold song, right?
Hey There, Delilah.
Yep, Plain White Tees. Used to be on the radio all the time in middle school.
What's that one song? Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Now that song goes hard. The step
is
back
that
from
by
the
them?
ledge, my friend. I don't know. It probably is. I don't know these.
I was like, is that by them? I don't know.
Bro, I worked at Walmart and I just listened earlier. I just listened to their playlist. Their playlist it's the same shit all day. So
I know you could go in Walmart like 6 months later and they still playing the same thing,
bro. That was like my second job, and when it was during the Christmas time, and that's when Justin Bieber came out with his Christmas album. Oh my god, I wanted to kill everybody. I wanted to kill everybody. But
hey, that nigga too though, because Purpose is hard. Now his new shit, he basically like just copied Yummy and just did the same shit over and over. But his Purpose. Hard, very hard. Whole thing is hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not a Biebs guy. Shout out all the Biebs people.
Shout out to the Beliebers.
I'm one of Beliebers. That's what it is.
Beliebers.
Forgot. Beliebers.
Better get it right.
Hey, shout out Justin Bieber also for doing the pop. The what is it called? Pop star. Not pop star. What's that song called? Pop
What's
star
pop
video.
star?
Pop star. That shit cold. But anyway, go ahead, Marcus.
Oh, my song. I'm not really scared to admit any song, but there's two that I know how to get judged for. Can't Touch This, MC Hammer. I had a whole ass MC Hammer greatest hits CD, like a CD.
I
put in
remember you
CD
telling
player.
people that, and I could not believe that.
CD player, headphones. This was like 2003. Like I was, and I was locked in. You do what you want to do, and then
You
what was
doing
it?
the shuffle and everything.
Turn this mother out. Y'all don't see y'all.
I know the song.
Okay.
Yo ass 60, boy.
But that
Hell yeah.
and then another song that I know people would judge me if it comes on because I'm gonna start dancing to that shit is Queen by Janelle Monáe. I don't know if y'all ever heard that song. That song slapped. The
Never
music
heard that
video
song.
is crazy. I swear to God, I'll be in that. Ain't done a freak, forget down. I'll be in that bitch vibing because that song slaps. But I know if I ever put that on around
So you're
niggas,
a queen?
and I'll damn near take it, bro. That shit slap, bro. I'll be a queen for her. I don't care. That song slap. Shout out Janelle Monáe, because that song, her and Erykah Badu, boy, that shit go crazy. But what genre of music do you think y'all would want to try? So we got mostly hip hop and R&B heads in this. Is there any other genre, TChill, any other genre you like to delve into?
Alternative rock. I am a very big I like anything that sounds like California, basically. And like I think that the like essence of California is basically like either like chill hip hop or like alternative rock. Like not a lot of like it took me 25 years to realize I don't really like 808s that much. Like I don't like 808s. Like I like kicks, but I don't like 808s. Like something that just like creates like a smooth rhythm. You know, like I just enjoy that a lot. You know, in the car, no matter what time of day it is, I feel like I just want to feel like I'm in LA. Like I'm just chilling either at night when nobody's on the highway or during the daytime where it's just beautiful outside. Like that's how I want to feel. So I guess I would go into like alternative rock because I wouldn't even have to like do like the rock voice. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have to like do like the screamo voice. You know, I would just have to, just kind of just vibe on the track over a rock. I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy that.
Lostflyer?
Whatever rock genre has the electric guitar. I love the electric guitar.
So every rock genre.
Right.
But like well, I'm not saying like I would want to get into like the genre. I'm talking about like when it like crosses over into like hip hop and R&B type of stuff. Like or pop, whatever. Like Usher, You Got It Bad, when he had a whole like guitar solo in the middle of the song. Or like Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson. I love that song just because of the guitar in the background. So I would like one of my goals in life is to just to have a song that just has the electric guitar in it. Hopefully by somebody famous, which would also be dope. But yeah, so I would want to blend like R&B and rock together to try on a song or two.
Shank.
I want to try country. Like, make me like country, bro. Make me. Make me.
Hey, no, but on some real shit though, have you heard Daddy's Birthday by Young Thug?
No.
You need, bro, after we get off this, bro, you need to look that song. That's my favorite Young Thug song. It's one of those little country, I forget what it's called, A Beautiful Thugger Girls or some shit like that. You need to go look.
You say he had a country album?
That's why I didn't listen to it.
Yeah,
it's on Beautiful Thugger Girl.
And that's bro. When I tell you, bro, I dropped out of school.
What made you listen to that album?
Listen to this line. Listen to this line. This is how Buddy came on the track. Buddy came on the track and said, "Dropped out of school and bought myself a chain. I must have taught myself a million things." That's a bar. That's a bar. Even start the song. That's a bar. You can't say that's not a bar. That's not a bar. I dropped out of school. I dropped out of school and bought myself a chain. I must have taught myself a million things. That's cold. Like, that's not cold.
Why is that a bar to you? Explain.
Because school was supposed to like guarantee you money. Like go to school. Oh yeah, you're gonna get a comfortable job. You can buy whatever you want. This nigga said, fuck that. Dropped out of school and bought myself a chain. I must have taught myself a million things. What you like? That is cold as hell. Like this, I'm like, bro, and the beat ride too. Like, yeah, I'm flexing. Hey, brand new Warriors, Smith and Wesson. That's my favorite Young Thug song. That shit hard.
Is that the album with him in the dress?
No, that's Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
See, I thought it was, but yeah, I knew it was a different.
I listened
album.
to Jeffrey. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I really that's
this
when
must
I
have been
started
like
listening
last
to
year or
Thug.
something.
Yeah.
Nah, this
It's
was
during
like
Jeffrey.
this was like 2 years ago, bro. It's like two, maybe 2.5
Yeah.
years ago.
Before I got out of college, I stopped listening to Young Thug albums.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
He nice though.
Like Daddy's
nice.
Bro, Shank, I think
Great
you really like
features.
Daddy's Birthday. I think you really like that song.
I'm gonna check it out, bro.
You gonna report on the next show?
Yeah, I will.
Swear to God, you. I'm gonna hold you to that.
That's
You coming this bitch? That's
it.
ass.
That's it. I want someone to convince me to like country. Like,
We
give
should
me
do
some
that.
good country songs, or I want to like it because I like every genre. Like, I think even some rock songs I like. But just like
The
even
rock
like
is
working
good,
at
bro.
jobs and just listening on the radio and hearing some rock songs, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can just drive to it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna play that mug constantly.
Have you
still,
heard Dan and Shay's Tequila? That shit hard too. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see
Oh,
her.
see, I thought you were talking about that one song that says tequila like 3 times in the song, and that's it.
Nah.
That's what I thought you was talking about.
Tequila! That's not hard too. But we should do that though. We should all like give each other an assignment, low key. And we can just like, you know what I'm saying, talk about it next episode.
What is this, school?
You just, I was to say, this is not college, bro.
I got another class, goddamn.
I must have taught myself a million things. Fuck you talking? I'm dead serious though. Like all of we got this like, 4 of us.
I'm down with it because the best country band I know or artist I know is Hootie and the Blowfish. And I don't even know their song. But I know it's a black guy that sing it, and that shit go crazy. I hear it. Hootie and the Blowfish?
I don't even.
Nah. In the comments.
Y'all don't know Hootie and the Blowfish?
Oh, he like the best black country singer.
No, he's not. You talking? No, what's Buddy name? What's Buddy name?
Kane Brown or some shit.
You thinking of Darius Rucker?
Right? Darius Rucker. Yeah,
that's the only country. That's Hootie the only country man I know.
Oh,
that's Hootie and the Blowfish.
You said that's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yes, he's the.
See, I didn't know that.
He's the singer.
Okay.
See,
we should have assumed you were the same nigga at this point. There's only one nigga in country music. We should have just assumed that.
I thought Nelly was the second one. That's it.
Nelly had a good little run too. Nelly had a good little run. He was with Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah, like what, 3?
Yeah, he was getting the bag off them. Yes, sir. I forget what that song was even called though. I just know it featured Florida Georgia Line, which they nice too. Florida Georgia Line, like, they got some hits. For real.
But the genres that I would like to delve into, because there's only 2. The alternative rock, like Taylor said, because I've been a big alternative rock fan since growing up. So I would love to do that. And then the other one would be like a jazz. Like I want to get in like a jazz group and just like do jazz music. That'd probably be something I do when I'm like older, like in my 50s or some shit.
You make it sound like an improv class.
But I would love to do like just like get a jazz band together and just go play at some clubs, some nightclubs or whatever.
Hey, bro, I always
said the dang hat stuff.
I always said when I'm like 60 years old, after I retire and shit, I'm gonna be that old ass nigga in the corner with glasses on, just going nuts on the saxophone. I've been saying that. That's my goal in life when I'm retired. Yeah, learn saxophone. It's like the best instrument ever. I don't care what nobody says.
But just to plug this real quick, we have a link in the description of the video where you guys can submit your questions. Go ahead and click on that link, submit your questions, and we would love to answer your questions and communicate with y'all. Talk about things that y'all want to talk about. Hear things that we have yet to discuss, but y'all are itching to know. So please click on the link in the description below to put in your own questions. But continuing forward, favorite R&B artists and rappers. For me, I'm gonna start off with, for R&B, I'm gonna start off with Erykah Badu. I'm gonna throw in Black or Six Lack, but don't call him Six Lack to his face. Bree Stevens. No, it's Stevie's. Bree Stevie's is cold. I'm gonna say her name like 3 more times. Bree Stevie's. Go listen to her.
Trying to
Snow
make her
Allegra.
appear.
Yeah, probably. She's up and coming. I think she's signed to Atlantic. Even though I still hate Atlantic.
Snow Allegra's good.
Big Snow Allegra fan. I think she's the number one R&B singer out right now. And then favorite rappers. Number one will always be Lupe Fiasco. That's my number one. Under 3000, Kanye, J. Cole, Kendrick, Isaiah Rashad, Childish Gambino, Absol. Those are like my big ones. But I don't think I listen to a lot of artists, but I think those are probably my favorite artists out right now. Oh, and throw in Brockhampton and Tyler the Creator. Got to give them their clout because those two are cold as well. What about you, Shank?
Man, R&B right now. I've been listening to Brent Fayez, a lot of him and Sonder. There's a lot of that.
This could be of all time, bro. This ain't gotta be
of all
just
time.
now.
Oh, of now.
This ain't just now.
This is all
of
time.
now.
Yeah. This is all time.
Usher, Chris Brown, Soul for Real. Only Candy Rain though.
Listen, got like one song.
No, they had another everything I do you're wrong. That song cold too. But yeah, it's a lot of R&B, bro. But favorite artists, rappers though, Wayne, big Wayne fan. Cole, Wale, Big Crit, man. Man.
You fuck with Crit?
Yeah, I fuck with Crit. I fuck with Smino.
Crit hard.
Man. It's a lot of artists I fuck with. It's a lot of old artists. I really haven't tapped into a lot of the new artists. But yeah, I'm a big Cole, Kendrick. I listen to literally that whole generation right there. Wiz, big Wiz fan, Currency fan.
Yeah, I feel like people don't give Wiz enough credit, specifically in the Black community. I feel like they be trying to undermine him, like he not like. I remember there was I think they did it on Sway. I can't remember exactly. They was talking about like the pioneers of like the 2000s, like the best artists in 2000s, and they did. And like I'm like, bro, like Wiz gotta be in like like Wiz is really stupid. Like he has a catalog,
big catalog, and people do not want to go with the mixtape catalog because he really is crushing a lot of artists, a lot of big artists that you think would be killing. He's crushing them.
Mm-hmm. He nice.
Yeah, I'm a big Wiz fan. Big Wiz fan.
Yeah, like Cabin Fever. They had obviously Cushion Orange Juice, bro. Taylor Alderdice.
Taylor Alderdice.
Bro, my lord.
Hey Shank,
Burner. What?
You know his best song is with The Weeknd.
When I see you. It's a Reddit joke because everybody know. I tell D this all the time because The Weeknd is his favorite artist. His best song is with Wiz Khalifa, the Remember You song. That's The Weeknd's best song. To this day.
Probably at that time it was, but not anymore.
I ain't gonna lie, that ooh, I'm blinded. That song goes crazy.
That motherfucker is cold as hell.
Ooh, everybody get off. Ooh, that's what.
Hey, we gonna get into that a little bit later on in the show. We'll get into that a little bit in the show.
Bro, I was playing 2K like, yo, what the fuck is this? This motherfucker sliding.
You don't even know. You just singing all jolly. You just ooh. For real, that shit go hard.
For real.
I fuck with The Weeknd.
Lostflyer.
So Taylor? Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Favorite R&B will always be Usher. Genuine as well. Shoot, who else? I guess Chris Brown, but he's done a lot of pop. But definitely Tinashe. If she's seeing this, I'm here. I'm available. I'm single.
He got like 4 bitches on the side.
Damn.
You can cut that out, right? Go ahead, cut that out. Cut that out. But
and a wife and a girlfriend.
Dang. But rappers, starting with the great Tupac, Love, California Love, Do for Love, Biggie, of course. Let's see, 50 Cent, J. Cole, Drake. Oh man, used to listen to a lot of rappers actually. Oh, Andre 3000, definitely. Outkast, just Outkast in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for the most part, rappers. I guess Tory Lanez too. Definitely got the Tory Lanez in there. And then wherever you place Black in Bryson Tiller too. So
I have a question for you, D. Actually, so like, how did you feel about Pop Smoke since you were 50 Cent fan? Well, how did you feel about Pop Smoke? Unfortunately.
I actually learned about him a little bit later than a lot of people, but I thought it would be cool. You know, I felt like he had 50 Cent's blessing and everything, and I feel like it would have been a new wave of that type of music. So it definitely would have been interesting to see where his career would have went to. I would say that, but he did have some of those catchy songs. So I would give that to him.
Big Christian Dior, and all the stores and shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that leaves me. R&B. My number one R&B is always gonna be Janae Aiko, and I know people are gonna judge me. People say that she only sings in like middle C. Like, yeah, she's just be on her head, but like that's fine. That's Bay.
Hey, she make the music for the thoughts, bro, and nobody be throwing that out there.
She make music for the thoughts.
Like, she make music for the
do.
thoughts.
She
Yeah, they be talking about like Megan and like Cardi B and stuff. Nah, they be listening to Janae. That's who they really be listening to.
That's probably accurate. I feel like I mean, because she be talking crazy. She definitely be talking crazy. Like, did y'all hear the intro to Pussy Fairy? Like on the album, like the album intro to Pussy
I have not.
You haven't? You need to go listen. It's gonna blow you away. She's wild.
Man. Ain't she the one that did the grocery song?
Yeah. Like, yo, I was.
See?
I was in that. Yeah, I was eating that.
You was hyped as hell, weren't you?
I was eating her butt. I'm eating Janae butt. Facts. No fiction. Definitely eating her butt. Bullshit you not. Listen. Straight face, nigga. What you talking about? Nah, but Janae, Mariba is huge for me right now. Her project is called "The Jungle Is the Only Way Out." She is part of Spillage Village. She's nasty with it. Who else? R&B. Oh, Kiana Lede. I like her. She has a song called "No Take Backs," and I'm really, really big on. Love that song. R&B. Solange. I like Solange a lot. Solange is nice. Very, very nice. I don't really listen to a lot of R&B, I guess. It's like, yeah. I mean, I got like a little like chill playlist that I thought like I call like the past 11 p.m. playlist, but like it's mostly like chill rap. It's not really a lot of like singing. But yeah, Janae's definitely my number one. In terms of like favorite rappers, it's like crazy how I can't like I want to like put my rappers in moments instead of like saying like favorite rappers, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like every rapper like has a moment that's like substantial in my life. I don't know, I can't speak for y'all, but like Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon, like Man on the Moon, like the first Man on the Moon, Kid Cudi, one of my favorite rappers ever. That album is flawless. Obviously Kendrick, everything Kendrick does is fantastic, pretty much. Cole, Jack Harlow on Gazebo. That's one of my favorite projects. That's actual musical influence for me. Actually, I think that he was on to something with that sound. personally. Let me see. I never really like Notorious. Notorious definitely Big. I love him. Sky's the Limit is also in my top 5 favorite songs ever. Like I said, Ludacris. I'm becoming a really big Moneybag Yo fan. Like I like Moneybag. Like I'm a fan of him. He be talking. Like I said, Saba, of course. Um, the Internet Childish. I need Childish to make another rap album. Like I know, Marcus, that this last album was like kind of a rap album, but like I need like a full like rap Childish.
I don't think you're ever gonna get that again.
You're probably right, but I'm hopeful for it. I'm praying for it, type shit. Gotta love Take Care Drake. Nothing was the same Drake. Gotta love him. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of New York. Do y'all listen to a lot of New York artists? Do y'all listen to New York artists? Like, I don't really rock with
I
New
don't.
York. Yeah,
Dave
like,
East. I fuck with Dave East.
Yeah,
Jadakiss.
Dave East would probably be the one I listen to the most because I don't listen to Jay-Z like that. I don't listen to ASAP like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Joey. Actually, I take that back.
Joey. Yeah.
Joey.
Flatbush Zombie's nice.
I'm a fan
I
of
mess with all of
Flatbush.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like when it comes to like East Coast, I just be like, oh yeah, they got bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? They definitely got bars. Most of them do. But like in terms of like me listening to their music, like I can't listen to like East Coast sound that much. Joey Badass is probably the most digestible music, I think, from the East Coast. Oh, and 99 Neighbors from Virginia Beach. 99 Neighbors. They're nice. They're like basically like the East Coast Brockhampton, essentially. But they're super nice. Yeah.
So a lot of us have been to a lot of live shows. Do we have a favorite performer overall? Because that, at least for me, my favorite show that I've been to was Outkast. But in terms of best performer, I struggle with that answer because I don't want to say Kendrick, even though I've seen him twice. I don't want to say Lupe. I've seen him twice. I don't want to say Bino. I don't want to say Tyler. I struggle figuring out an answer for that. Do you guys
For
have
me,
a?
I would say Travis.
I can't say Travis
I
because I almost lost my leg the time I went, and I was really kind of upset about it.
That's the point.
I almost lost my leg though.
That's the point, though. The energy.
Okay, but here's the thing: when we went to that show, he came out like 30 minutes late off of hella drugs, did 3 songs, incited a riot, and then left.
Literally.
And that was my one Travis Scott show that I've been to.
I can attest to that. I was there. Yeah, that was nuts.
I do think Travis Scott is. I love the energy he brings to performing and stuff. When I perform, I try and like tap into that. Like that's get the crowd into it and everything. And I learned that from like watching live performances of him. I always like Michael Jackson as well too. I can watch a, a live performance on YouTube of Michael Jackson anytime. He was top performer of all time, obviously. But those are 2 people that I definitely enjoy watching any live performance from.
I'm gonna go with a Big Crit, and I think that's all. When I was really like, yo, I'm all in on Big Crit. I seen him like a couple years ago, and bro, it was just crazy. His energy, I didn't think he had that type of energy as well. And when he was just performing, just everything, it was just dope as hell. Rhapsody is pretty good too. Like I literally just got in a trance of her bars. I was just sitting there, just listening to that shit. So yeah, it's pretty dope. Those 2 really stuck out to me as the live performers that I really fuck with. Like, and they was really engaging. They stayed after, fuck with the whole crowd, everything. It was really cool.
Live performers, I'm definitely gonna have to agree with D. Travis is one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life, easily. He came to Indianapolis, White River State Park, which is a small venue, but it was nuts. Like like that it was literally crazy. It was everything that I needed. Especially Birds in the Trap Scene McKnight Travis. It's my favorite Travis. Let's see. Other performers I'm a fan of. Really, honestly, I can't even like say specifically, but like I'm just a fan of anyone with a live band. Like if you have a live band, like I'm locked. Like one person, like me and Marcus both, like one person we both ain't seen that we need to see is Anderson Paak. Like I feel like he gonna be up there if I see him live. Like he gonna be right up there because I know he gonna go stupid. I definitely, yeah, he would be one. I feel like he would be one of them ones that I would love. I'm trying to think. Anybody else? Yo, Marcus, you remember we went to go see the first leg of Life of Pablo?
Not the first leg, the first show.
The first show, yeah, bro, that was horrible, bro. Like,
the first show. I wouldn't say it was horrible, but I'm upset we didn't go later in the tour. I'll say that. But I won't classify it as horrible.
Bro, he literally stopped the show and said, like, "You're killing me." Like he was talking to the audio people. I'm like, bro, like, yeah, this is like it was bad. Like it was bad.
I really don't want to say it was bad, but it definitely was not top. I'll say that. But what do y'all think makes a good artist?
This is a great question. I'm not gonna start.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Oh, you want me to start?
Hell yeah, that's a good start. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
What makes a good artist? At least for the rap genre, you have to be lyrically proficient. Like you have to be able to consistently give quality bars and then consistently push yourself sonically in terms of production. This is kind of like the big reason why I don't consider like a Vince Staples to be a top artist, because while his bars have slowly increased over time, sonically he has done absolutely nothing to improve. I'm trying to think of another example. There's another big one where like every time like their album comes out, I'm like, okay, their bars got better, but like sonically they have done nothing. Like it's just the same. Chance. Like Chance is a big one too. Like Chance, like, come on, bro. Like I know the goody goody two shoe churchy thing. We understand this, but we also know you do acid.
He love his wife.
We also know you do acid, bro. Or did acid. Like
Past tense.
Come on, bro. But being lyrically proficient and then just like growing sonically, yeah, because I think that's a big reason why Outkast is a top group, because every album they push themselves sonically. Lupe is always on top of my list because he always pushes himself sonically and is pushing himself lyrically. That's why I have Bino on there, because every album he's sonically changing, he's constantly improving and trying new things. So as a complete artist and a complete package, you have to be lyrically proficient and you have to be able to continue to push the boundaries sonically and stop keeping yourself into a box.
Lostflyer.
Well, I think from the rap perspective, I gotta be able to understand what you're saying. I hate mumble rap. I really do. I can't stand it. Catchy hooks, I give you that. But I feel like for a good rap project, you definitely need, most of the songs that have bars, and then, a couple of those catchy songs, whatever. But I would prefer, for at least on the rap side, it's just, more bars than anything. And for R&B, honestly, good vocals, production, and I think ability to make the artist feel the whatever the story or whatever emotion you're trying to get out. I think that's what makes a really good R&B song from an R&B artist. And I think to be a complete artist, you have to be able to perform and not just have the soundtrack playing and you're going with the soundtrack. You have to be able to produce your own vocals as well too. on top of it. So live band artists are, like the best. And then, people that have, I guess, just like their ad libs in the background or whatever, those aren't bad either, because I'm mostly more like that myself. But I think if there's a studio artist and then there's a performer artist. So if you're able to combine the two together, I think that's what makes a complete artist in my book.
Shank, what about you, brother?
I'm all about growth. I love watching an artist's growth from just rapping, because a lot of artists, I feel like they don't come in lyrically their best. So you have to give them time to grow, find their niche in the game, because everybody's always trying to change the artist. So that's what I think. It's just more about growth. Lyrics, I love lyrics. I hate mumble rap. I'm not gonna say hate it. I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna say hate it. Because all of them, they have potential, but they just, I don't know. Talk about something else. Like we've heard that. Just talk about something. So it's all about growth for me. I think that's why I like Cole. He does a lot of stuff different. Everybody wanted him to rap on more, you know, more produced beats, like now with more 808s and all of that stuff and drug type beats, you know what I mean? And he did that, and he murdered it with bars. So he's showing people they can do it. I think a lot of people are like not shying away from it now because of that. And yeah, but it's all about growth for me. If you can grow as an artist, I'm gonna find you and fuck with you. So
let me ask y'all a question real quick. So, like, what do y'all? Because like both of y'all said this something similar. Like, what do y'all consider mumble rap? Like, who is a mumble rapper to y'all?
see, I feel like Lil Yachty is, but like he trying to step up a little bit on his bars. But Lil Yachty, just everybody that tries to mumble drug, Lil Xan, all those people. I feel like even if you
So
yell,
all the littles.
yeah, even all the little, even if you yell like Lil TJ, like I feel like he would be cold. But bro,
I would
stop yelling.
say like Young Thug started it. Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, those type of guys.
The only mumble rapper that I like truly respect is Future.
Future,
Y'all
I don't even
tripping,
respect
bro.
him.
Y'all
I don't.
tripping.
Future cool, but like, show me something different. Future. That's
Yeah,
all. That's all it is. I
just say how people forget he used to cry.
He
Like
still
people
do
just
cry.
completely forget about that.
Nah, he still do.
Make
He
you
still
feel
do.
some
He
type
still
of
do
way.
cry. He
I don't
still
listen to
wants
Future no
Sierra.
more, so I
He
don't
still
know.
wants Sierra. He's still upset about that. He's still upset about that.
But I feel like we gotta like. I think even like all of us as artists, like we gotta put respect on what y'all would consider mumble rapper. Because I used to have to think the same thing as y'all, in terms from the mumble rap perspective. But then I was just started thinking like, I'll tell you a turning point for me. When I heard, and I bring this up all the time, when I heard Young Thug do Sacrifices with Drake and 2 Chainz, I was like, this nigga is so cool. Because he didn't mumble rap. Like I could literally hear every word this man was saying, and he was snapping. like he was snapping. But like I think just as a genre though, I think we gotta really just like respect that. Like respect what Uzi has done. Respect what any of the other little.
But there's not a lot of effort that goes into that type of music, and that's why I don't respect it that much.
I think that's not true either. What
type of effort goes into it?
I think they hide behind the producers.
They definitely do.
Because
there's memes out there that say how much the artist gets helped by the producer.
I think that y'all tripping because like you still gotta have the right cadence, the right flow. Like can't everybody just walk in and just mumble? You could just do that.
That's what I was going to argue. If you can master your cadence, which to be honest is one of the easiest things to master, as a musical artist, in my opinion, is your cadence. If you master your cadence and then are able to understand how you can use your voice against an auto tune, it's really not that complicated. Like I really think that while there is a small art form that you have to understand, a little bit of technical aspects that you have to understand, once you get that mastered, you can honestly master that in like a month, and you're straight. That's why you get like a bunch of SoundCloud rappers and TikTok rappers that blow up overnight because they mastered such a simple task. But then when it comes down to understanding the aspects of music production, understanding the aspects of lyricism and all those things, that's when they get lost in the sauce, and that's where they get exposed.
But I still think a lot of the mumble rappers, they do have chance. I feel like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, they do have chances because they still
Like
young. Like
obviously you can
people don't
grow.
understand. They still
Yeah.
like 23 years old. You know what I mean? You got to think
true.
about that too. So they can still grow. And I think Uzi, he's really like, I feel like he's trying to find his way still. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I feel like I listen to them just because I feel like they're the pioneers that like made it super, super big. Like I know
At least the
Future did
SoundCloud.
his thing, but like the SoundCloud artists, they made it super, super big. So always give them a try because I feel like everybody else is just copying them.
Yeah.
So then, Taylor,
That's
what makes a good artist for you then?
What makes a good artist for me is if you can surprise me, and if you can create a cohesive album. Because I personally think that like I don't like trap artists. Like I do. Let me say that I do like trap artists. Like I think Lil Baby is cold, but his albums suck because like I think albums should go like this. You know what I'm saying? Like if I hear a trap beat after trap beat after trap beat after trap beat, just like continue trying to be like, okay, all right, bro, I get it. You do trap beats. It's like it's not interesting. Like it's just like you're doing the same shit over and over an 808. So like that's not really like
Like
cool
the
to me.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people don't like him no more. See, but really, what his problem is that he put out music too fast. This is my thing.
That
like
too.
after Baby on
Same with
Baby,
Migos.
And Lil
yeah.
Wayne.
Whoa. Relax.
Early Lil Wayne.
Early Wayne.
Early Wayne.
I agree with
let
you.
me clarify. Early Wayne.
Let's not talk about Wayne. It's gotta be careful talking about Wayne. Man, that was one of them goats right there. It's one of them goats. But yeah, like I just don't like continuous trap music. I think that it's horrible. I think that it's not creative. I think that it's like y'all said, like pushing yourself. Like I don't think that it pushes you like at all. I don't think there's a problem with having trap music. That's not an issue at all. Like I like trap music, but like having a continuous project with trap music, like that's not like that's ass to me. Um, Versatility, like that's one thing that I appreciate about Kendrick so much. Like I literally never know what I'm gonna get from Kendrick. I have no idea. Like I like started with Zer0, no, you know what I'm saying? We started with Good Kid, you feel me? And we was like, bro, what is he gonna do next? What is he gonna I don't know what he's gonna do. I have no idea. And then he gives us to Pimp a Butterfly, we're just like, oh my God, how did this man do this? How did he do it? I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, now I really don't know what he's about to do. I could not guess what side he's gonna go for. And he goes to Damn, which was more of like a pop lane in a way, but it was like necessary. Like it was time for him to get his bag, and he did what he had to do. And like that album is great too. That album is fantastic. So like if you can surprise me, like I think that is like that's why I love Brockhampton so much. Like that's why I think they're untouchable because nobody's doing what they're doing. Like especially from like a production and a mixing standpoint. Like, and I know Marcus. I don't think Marcus likes Iridescence that much, but like Iridescence.
No. Rewind. I love that shit. I don't think it's their best album, but yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. That shit, like that shit is so different and advanced and ahead of its time. Like they're like Brock's is gonna be one of those groups that's not appreciated until after they're gone. Like that's just how that's gonna work. Because
I can agree with that.
Like they are just like I tell everybody this, like Little Baby, people who are popular, whatever, they're here. Brock is like here. like they are just so ahead of their time. So like if you can challenge my ears and like continue to progress, like Mac Miller progressed. Like he started, he had kids, whatever, rapping about, childish shit because he was like 17. And that was dope. Like I related to that. And as he got over, he made Divine Feminine and he made Swimming and he made Macadelic and Watching Movies and what's one we all Good AM. You know what I'm saying? So like as long as you like you keep progressing, that's what I think of good artists. But if I like turn on, like that's one thing I like about Moneybagg Yo. Like he put out Code Red, but I think Black Youngster or something. I was like, this shit's ass. Like this is horrible. Like you're doing the same thing over and over. And I think that like that's like one of the in my opinion, one of the like biggest faults about being a trap artist. Because like Little Baby can make hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. I think he's never gonna have a classic album ever.
I agree with you on that.
Like he cannot make albums. Can he make individual songs? Hell yeah. But can he make albums? Absolutely not. His albums suck. Like if I start at 1 and I press play and let it go, that shit's not good. Like once I get to like 6 or 7, I'm like, all right, I'm tired of hearing this bullshit. I don't want to hear this shit. If I'm in the car by myself and I'm like, let's put Little Baby in the rotation. This shit kind of hard. I've literally done this. I've never heard this song before. Oh, it's on the album. Like, really? I must not have made it because I got tired of hearing that shit. But yeah, like I think we're pretty consistent, honestly, across all 4 of us.
So, granted, this question will probably be a whole different episode. Who do you think had the best 2020, or what albums do you think were the top 2020 albums? At least for me, I always do this every year. Christmas Day, I always sit down and figure out favorite albums for the year. But I think for me, off the top of my head, my favorite ones are probably Unlocked by Kenny Beats and Denzel Curry. House by Lupe Fiasco. And I probably would also add the Ty Dolla album. Those are
featuring?
Yeah, featuring. Those are probably
that should go crazy.
Those are probably my big 3. Oh, and Run the Jewels 4. Those 4 are probably my top most played this year. But I still have to compile my list of my top 10. But that's probably another episode in itself. But what is y'all's top projects this year?
Alfredo.
You said
Alfredo. Yes.
That shit tough. That shit's very tough.
Everything go crazy. And I think he should have got 2 Grammys, even for his last one.
Pretty good.
Because he's the accolade. He did that one, and he got the one with Madlib last year. Both of those albums go hard, but Alfredo, it just hit, bro. Alchemist, like I just love that grungy feel that Alchemist bring in. Man, just with bro, with Freddie Gibbs bars, bro, it's a hit, bro. It's a hit, but I would say that that's pretty much it for me, man. I think Roddy Ricch had a crazy year.
Yeah.
And I think that Roddy Ricch had a crazy year. I think anything he touches is gonna do numbers. So I think them 2 and Ty Dolla $ign for sure. Because that feature out, it go crazy. And anything he touches crazy too.
TChill. I'm about to say, yeah, I'll go next because I've been going last the last couple of times. So wait, ask the question again. Sorry.
What's your top albums this year? What are your go-tos? What have you been playing in the whip in 2020? Even though we locked in the house.
And then
can I rewind that back then?
Because eventually, at first you said
go ahead,
best year. You said
best year. That's why I was going.
Okay,
best
I did start off with best year. I apologize, but best year / what are your favorite projects this year? Go ahead, Shank.
Oh man, Casey Veggies and Rocky Fresh, their joint album together.
Casey Veggies is
that
still
shit
making
go
music.
crazy.
Right, I didn't know that.
Casey,
that.
bro, I'm telling you, I gotta go listen to the shit. Yo, I don't know the name per se, but I just got it in my playlist, bro. Him and Rocky Fresh, I've been fucking with them, and then their joint album. Rocky Fresh came out with 2 albums this year. I don't know if one was a mixtape, but they just go hard. I just fuck with it. Listen to What You Doing by Rocky Fresh, everybody. Beat go crazy. His bars are subpar, but that beat go crazy, and then any song on that mixtape or album, whatever it's called, it just go hard, bro. Rocky Fresh, bro. I'm gonna get that name for y'all, but Taylor, go.
So I'm gonna start out with who had the best 2020. I personally think it is a toss-up between Lil Baby and Meg Thee Stallion. I think I'm gonna go Meg Thee Stallion. I think people gotta start putting. I think that men specifically, just want to put that out there, clear as day. Men need to put respect on her because she nice. And it's really just that simple. Like she's nice. This is like I have no problem with people talking about like how much pussy they get or like saying my pussy wet or like whatever the case. Like I have no problem with that. as long as you're creative in doing it. And she is very creative in the way that she, you know what I'm saying? She has the same content, and that's not a problem for me personally. But like she like is very creative with how she like once again I always bring this line up. If you eat my ass, you get bottom feeder. That's a cold line. That's a cold line. Like she's got some bars that like really are nice. But she had one about Future. Because Future, oh yeah. Because y'all remember when Future had that shit where he said that all my bitches wear APs. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw that, but it was him and Young Thug or whatever. She had some line on Sugar where it's like where she's like his AP's all I'm showing. Like she's not even showing a dude face. They don't matter who he is or whatever. It was way colder than what I'm describing, but it was a nice flip. Very nice flip. But I think that she had the best 2020. Like she got the Beyonce feature. She pretty much ran TikTok. With hips TikTok when I dance, like that line right there is like hard as fuck in itself. But yeah, so whatever the Savage remix, that's what it is. Yeah, that song. Now she's got Body going on, and she snapped on Body too. I don't like the hook. The hook's annoying, but like her verses are hard. I think she had the best 2020. But what's been banging in my whip? Honestly, I don't want to sound like that dude right now, but like honestly, I've been like listening to a lot of my shit because I'm trying to prepare for future stuff. I'm just be real with you. Like there's no albums really that like really I'm like, oh my god, I started at the top and just like let it go. It's like amazing. Like I didn't really have that album for me this year. I guess like Revenge of the Dreamers did come out this year. And so
the deluxe
That
version.
The deluxe edition came out.
Oh, deluxe edition came out this year.
I'll play.
About to say.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, that was out by day in
Should have
Vegas.
said that's cap.
we gotta start doing that. We call it cap. That's facts. That shit. I guess that's because I don't count. A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. That was my first time I actually like really. This is gonna sound like cap, but I've never been like a big Jay-Z fan personally.
I'm still not.
I never like gravitated towards him, and I know he like one of the goats and whatever, and that's fine. But like I never gravitated towards him. But on A Written Testimony. Yeah, he was snapping on that. Him and Jay was both snapping on that. I really enjoyed that project. But like I enjoyed Benny the Butcher's his recent shit. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but that shit
just came out a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. There's a couple tracks on there that I like. I'm not really a fan of the whole thing, but they're like I listen to. I was like, yeah, I respect this. You know, nowadays, like I listen to this music, and I'm just like, can I respect this? Not even like if I like it anymore. It's just like, can I respect this? Is this nigga like putting forth like a consistent effort? And he did. And like yeah, so his shit that was hard. But yeah, like I don't really have like a project that really just like been in heavy rotation this year. This year kind of been like a down year. Honestly, 2K they've been going crazy with the soundtrack.
2K soundtrack go crazy.
This is probably I don't know if it's the
so I don't know.
I don't know if it's the best one, but I think it's definitely top 3. It's definitely top 3.
Shank, what's that song, bro, with Polo G, Studafo Vegas, and
that's that Lil TJ. That's
he not on that song.
No, I'm thinking of one of the songs on there. That's my favorite song. That
That's your favorite song?
TJ song.
Hey, bro, Lil TJ cold, bro. Just wanted to throw that out there.
He all right, bro. Like it's him and A Boogie with that yelling, bro. It be pissing me off sometimes.
Hey, I fuck with it.
I'm like, bro, but I don't know the song name, but I definitely know the song you talking about. Though.
Yeah, it's like because I got some
that shit going.
And I can't just like it's so hard.
Do. Yeah, that shit go crazy.
Yeah, bro, that beat goes through. But I got some hot shit. Yeah, that nigga Polo G was going nuts on that song. But yeah, I guess the 2K soundtrack. They really like. Dark Lane demo tapes was cool. Like From Florida with Love was hard. It's like one of my favorite songs. Oh wait, hold on. Did Chica drop this year? With Industry Games, y'all know who Chica is?
I know.
Oh, Chica cool.
I know who she is.
She can rap.
She nasty. She nice. I think she dropped this year. If she dropped this year, that might be my favorite project. Because I had that bitch in heavy rotation. Like I still got Songs About You and like Balenciagas and shit. Like still like she got it. She definitely got it.
So what about you, D? Who is your go-tos? Who do you think had the best year?
Best year. Even though they had a down and then came back up, I'm actually go with Doja Cat because she was one of those other people that took over TikTok as well, and pretty much all her songs were on TikTok. She performed on a bunch of award shows. She had a little controversy, but I ain't gonna go into that because there was a lot of controversy with multiple people. But yeah, I definitely think she had a good year. An album from this year, I'm gonna go with Shank's twin, Rod Wave, with "Pray for Love."
That's not my twin, bro.
So,
but shout out Rod Wave, though. Shout out Rod Wave. That is not about to. You got me off guard with that one, bro.
I know,
man.
I knew.
I get a lot of people, but not Rod Wave. But if y'all saw my brother though, that's Rod Wave's twin. My brother is Rod Wave's twin. I get called Young Chop a lot, but that's another one. Young Chop.
See Young Chop more.
Any big nigga with dreads is
Grizzly. Like, I'm like, bro, y'all like, be creative, bro. Like, don't just say a big nigga with dreads, bro.
Young Nudie.
Man.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go with that's a good album. I still have to listen to Detroit 2. I'm just waiting for a long car ride. I've listened to how many songs? Actually, a couple weeks ago, I've actually listened to like 5 songs already, and I've been enjoying that project. But I want to get through it all. Let's see who else. Man, Meg Thee Stallion did have a good year. I'm gonna give her that. She did. She dropped like an EP. Then she had some songs in between. Had that remix. Then dropped her
album,
project. Yeah, she actually dropped her album. So that's a big year for an artist.
I think Rock Nation helped her out a lot. Just with promoting and everything, marketing.
Yeah,
definitely. But
she was just everywhere.
It worked for her. So
they count.
I think that's how I'm gonna go with my things. I guess I'm gonna say my artist was Doja Cat.
Ass shaking don't ever get old.
Yeah.
Shit don't ever get old.
Bro, I just think I feel like I don't want Meg to be stuck in that box of just let me rap about shaking my ass, because I feel like it's gonna come a time where she gets older in the game and she just wants to talk about something different, and they're not gonna let her.
She tried to do it with Bitch. I don't know if y'all heard the song. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H. And then it is some shit like that. And I was
you like her number one fan, ain't you?
Nah, I'm not. I'm definitely not. But I definitely
know these lyrics by heart.
No, that's the hook, nigga. Like that's the hook. What the fuck you talking about?
That's the hook. Like, I don't listen to Megan,
bro.
I wouldn't know.
Bro. Like that's the.
I'm
hook.
not a number one fan, bro. So I don't know. I'm
sorry.
I'm sorry. Hey, what do you call yourselves? The Stallions? I'm just trying to figure out y'all fan name, bro. That's all. My bad. Not to upset y'all.
Are you done?
It gotta be Stallion Nights.
The Stallion Nights.
The Stallion.
The Ponies.
The Ponies. That actually, she should do that. I think that would go. Actually, if she actually.
Genuine gonna sue the shit out of her. Genuine go walk happy. You finna sue the shit out of me.
I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion head. I just respect Shorty, and I ask girls. This is what, bro. I don't need my opinion about women rappers. Don't matter. Like our opinions about women rappers don't fucking matter at all. I ask girls, is this song fire? They say, yeah, that shit hard. It's a rapper. That's it. Because Megan not making music for us. She don't fuck about us. She's making music for women, make women feel confident, and make them feel good. If that's working, then song fire. I just appreciate she got bars. Like Shorty got bars. She do.
I respect it. I respect her and her art. But as you guys can all tell, we'll be talking about Megan Thee Stallion probably all season 1 of the podcast at this rate. But that's going to do it for today's episode. We would love for y'all to like and subscribe the video. Please submit your questions. In the description below, there is a form where you can submit your questions. We would love to hear from you guys. We would love to shout you guys out on the podcast, answer your questions. and you can hear our opinions on things that you want to ask. So please go out into the form below and fill it out for flavor. We are working on our logo right now. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up like, hey, Zer0, when you guys gonna get a logo? Get the logo done. You know, you guys are starting to get some traction. The logo is on the way. I think a lot of things are going to kick off once we get our logo in. We'll have our Instagram started going. I'll finally get a intro video for the podcast going and an outro video going. So we'll have the logo on the way. We'll get more into 2020 music in a later episode. We kind of want the year to wrap up, and we'll probably do an episode talking about our favorite artists and projects this year. Just kind of give a year recap on things we listen to, on things that you guys need to listen to. But for now, we are out. The big Dilf is gone. Shout out again to.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Shout out again to. Hold on.
You trying to go past me real quick,
you
bro.
not about to just know. You not know. We not doing that on this
I have
podcast.
many nicknames. I'm gonna change my nickname every podcast because I got many nicknames. Actually, forgot every podcast. Okay, so we are still not sponsored.
Yeah.
So let me get on my phone. We are still not sponsored. It is 24 days and we don't have a sponsor. We need to get paid to do this. We need a sponsor.
Niggas, we need a
Anything,
sponsor.
paperclip company,
Yeah.
anything. Come on.
Anything.
What you gonna do with some paper clips?
We're gonna clip it to
Hey,
some paper.
I'm gonna be
What
the
the
most
fuck do you think
organized
I'm
motherfucker
doing?
in
What paper
the
do
world,
you
bro.
use?
Look, I'm gonna
I'ma be
spend
the most
paperclip money.
organized
Fuck
nigga
you
in the
talking
world.
about?
I'm gonna clip them to some paper. What the fuck else you think I'm gonna do with them?
What is he talking about?
You ain't got no
Some-
paper in your house.
But yeah, you're right.
With me?
I got a damn tablet. I write everything
Oh.
on.
Yeah,
With the
yeah.
pen. With
Yeah,
the
that's what I
pen.
thought.
I don't even got paper. I got some of my.
I'm trying to look for a tablet. I'm like, huh?
But,
Caught me up.
but anyway, this is the Big Jacquees, the man that reheaps whoppers, the man that still doesn't have a mic stand, and the Big Dilf signing off. Peace.
We're gonna talk about that next time.
Don't do that. We don't.